Hi everybody, my name's Andrew Allen Matthews. The artwork I'm about to show you is called my Moss Side Nostalgia Collection and tells a picture story of my childhood growing up in Moss Side, Manchester in the 1970s and 80s when kids enjoyed the freedom of being children. Also check out my other videos, artwork, t-shirts and subscribe to my channel and website for lots of great inspiring videos and art for sale on my website, which is andrewallenmatthews.co.uk. Now, a private collector bought the majority of the Moss Side Nostalgia Collection, and the following artworks are prints from the collection. There will also be original remaining artworks from the collection as well, and this is one of the Moss Side Rise paintings. Anyway, so my first painting is called Where the Good Things Are. This is a depiction of my friend Ricardo Cowie and me. We used to collect discarded push bikes that were found in the rubbish-filled alleyways of Moss Side. We used to go around collecting push bikes that were discarded in the rubbish-filled alleyways of Moss Side in the 1970s and 80s. We would then rebuild these bikes and sell them to Nev's second-hand shop on the corner of Cowsby Street in Claremont Road. This was one of the ways that we earned pocket money to buy fireworks, football cards, jubleys, blackjacks and sweets. Now, I've painted this in acrylic ink using the croquis method in my style for the characters in the scene. My method is by using a quick flowing style to apply the paint using palette knife in a quick free flowing movement. And once the paint is dry, apply my ink to allow the characters to evolve from the paint. So that's Where the Good Things Are, that painting. So my next painting is called Mr. Flood's Toy Shop, and it's a depiction of Mr. Flood's toy shop that was on Claremont Road, Moss Side, next to my friend Ricky's house in the 1970s and 80s. Mr. Flood was a small, kind man, and he used to buy airfix kits and toy soldiers and spent hours painting and making them. The shop was darkly lit and smelly, as he had cats and a parrot on a perch as you entered the shop. He was also a pigeon fancier, and he had a coop in his backyard. He took me and Ricky on holiday one year to his caravan in Wales. We thought it was for a holiday, but when we got there his caravan was dilapidated and we had to mow the grass and clean the caravan, which was full of moths. In the middle of the night I got a bit on the ear and Ricky was bitten on his nose by vampire moths and we jumped out of the caravan to get away from him. Again, this painting was painted with acrylic and ink using the croquis method in my style. So, my next painting is called Penny for the Guy. So, Penny for the Guy is a depiction of friends and I that used to make Guy Fawkes out of old clothes and collected money from passers-by outside the Claremont pub in Moss Side. Now, one time a drunk from the pub gave us a penny for the guy and he stole it. So we placed Peter in a box with a bag on his head. Unfortunately, another drunk booted him in the face and somebody threw a banging in his lap for a joke. Now, Moss Side was a rough place to grow up in the 1970s and 80s, and kids from poor backgrounds had to find ways of earning money for sweets and fireworks, as the parents were not able to fund this. Bit of a rough time back then. Now, again, this is painted in acrylic and ink using the croquis method to bring the characters to life. So that's me, Penny for the Guy painting. Now, my next painting is called Nev's Second-Hand Shop. Now, this painting is a depiction of Nev's second-hand shop on Claremont Road in Moss Side in the 1970s and 80s. We used to sell push bikes to Nev that we found we'd rebuilt from discarded push bikes found in the rubbish-filled alleyways of Moss Side. We would get Scalix tracks and toy cars and money from him for selling the bikes to him. We'd often see people chopping up drugs in the back of his shop. Drugs were rife in Moss Side and illegal drinking houses and shebeens were everywhere, so it was rife in Moss Side. Now, Nev also used to rent his back room out to a reggae band, and we used to dance on the streets and play street football as a band practiced. It was a great party atmosphere, especially in the summertime. So again, the painting was painted in acrylic and ink using the croquis method I use. So that's me, Nev's second-hand shop painting. So my next painting is called The Den. Now the den is a depiction of when friends and I used to make dens out of old air raid shelters and derelict houses in Moss Side. We had these hideaways to avoid bullying gangs in Moss Side. There was a lot of pornographic material lying around the alleyways and we could not help but have a look. We used to decorate the dens with them, as you can see in the painting there. Now, we used to run in and out of derelict buildings and it was exciting, and we always had escape routes worked out, often leading from dangerous, derelict, unsafe buildings. This was a kind of way of life for kids in Moss Side in the 1970s and 80s. Lots of derelict properties all over the place. Now again, this painting is painted in acrylic and ink using the croquis method in my style as well. So that brings a bit of nostalgia to you, if you ever lived in Moss Side. Okay, so my next painting is called Bonfire Night. Now Bonfire Night is a depiction of a piece of derelict land at the back of our house, which was on 222 Princess Road, Moss Side at the time. Now this was a dilapidated house and it had large cracks in the walls and a back door that was rotten and had a 2-inch gap where the wind blew through it, and it was always freezing cold and scary at night. There was mice all over the house, and one night my sister was screaming over a mouse on the bed. My dad tried to catch her with a broom and my mum shouted, "You tickled it to death," laughing her head off. That's funny. I also remember the bonfire at the back of our house where the street was glowing orange and the heat was intense. It's kind of what's depicted on that painting. Well, we had great fun sharing treacle toffee, playing Duncan the Apple and putting potatoes in the bonfire and setting off fireworks and sparklers. There was lots of bonfires all over Moss Side, and people's gates used to go missing on the bonfire night. Health and safety was not in place at the time and everybody was setting off fireworks and having fun and larking about. You wouldn't get away with it these days. Looking back, it was pretty dangerous then. So that's my bonfire night painting. Now my next painting is called Street Football. So street football is a depiction of friends and me that used to play on the streets of Moss Side in the 1970s and 80s. We used to play Kirby, Keepy Uppy, Kick Can, Knock and Run, making wooden bogies and riding our bikes up and down Teddy streets. This scene is of Caythorpe Street where my friends Mark Edgerton had a green grocery shop. We played on the streets from dawn till dusk. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Lived off fresh air back then. Now we also used to do race and chase and push bikes and commando grass playing soldier games. Used to love that. Now we all used to make bogies out of old pram wheels and wood, and mine and Ricky's bogie was called the Tank and had a battering ram on with nails on. So we decided to test drive it. We went down the street and I pushed Ricky down in the Tank down Carswell Street, and Ricky applied the brakes. One worked and the other one didn't. He veered into a brand new car, embedding it in the car, so we legged it. But Ricky got done for that because the owner knew where we lived. So Ricky got done for that. Again, this painting is painted in acrylic and ink and palette knife using the croquis method to give movement to the characters, and it's an impressionistic urban cityscape. So my next painting is called Mind Your Car, Mister. Now Mind Your Car, Mister is a cityscape depiction of friends and me that used to look after cars for the fans during the Manchester City game in Moss Side. So I was one of the guys that used to get harassed with trying to get to the game. So we used to earn our pocket money by minding the cars until half time. Now Man City used to open the gates to allow the kids to watch the second half of the game. We had great fun running down the tunnels and having fun and watching the second half of the game. Now my favourite player was Colin Bell and Dennis Stewart at the time. Now we used to collect football cards that you bought with bubble gum in them, and we played flicking cards against the school wall in Claremont Road Junior School, and whoever was closest to the wall won the lot. So we used to buy blackjacks, Space Invader crisps, flying saucers, midget gems, jubleys and fireworks. We had great fun setting all the fireworks off. It was brilliant. So there you go, that's me painting. Mind your car, mister. So there's, next painting is called Main Road. Now, Manchester City Main Road is a cityscape painting looking back on past times when I was a kid, remembering when I used to live and play in Moss Side. Now, City used to open the gates, like I said, at half time, allowing the local kids to watch the second half of the game for free. We had great fun running down these tunnels and watching the game. Like I said, my favourite player was Colin Bell. And this was also painted in acrylic with palette knife and ink, allowing the use of the croquis method to bring the characters to life. It shows a bustling crowd going to a game. That's only a print of me painting that I saw many years ago. Well, I'm going to move on to the next paintings in just a minute, so thank you. Okay, so my next painting is called George's Barbers. Now, my mum and dad couldn't afford to pay for a haircut for me when I was smaller, but my friends and I used to go to George's Barbers to play on the arcade machines and play pool. Now, we worked out that if you put an electric gas fire lighter in the money slot, it would register free credits on the arcade machines, and we would play for hours not spending any money. That was until George worked out what we were doing with the arcade machines, and the arcade company eventually put alarms on the machines to stop people doing this. Everybody did it when we was a kid. So that is George's Barbers, loads of arcade machines. There was a pool table in the back where he was cutting his hair. So that's what we used to do when we was kids as well. That was on Claremont Road. So that's that one. So my next painting, just get that for you now. Just get that there for you. Right, so the next painting is called The Moss Side Riots. So this is a depiction of the Moss Side Riots in the 1980s. So we heard an explosion whilst sitting in the living room of 222 Princess Road, and there was a riot taking place. We came outside, we found out looters were robbing the shops, turning cars over and firebombing them. So my family came and sat outside, and we actually put deck chairs outside and we had cups of tea watching the events unfold. Well, our neighbours was doing the same. Now, rioters and families were emptying the shops, filling up trolleys with food and goods, returning time and again. Now, two families, which is funny, started arguing in the street over a settee and two chairs, and they started having fights over it. Unbelievable. And also my friends saw somebody with a gun, and Ricky's dad was fending off the thugs with a baseball bat, protecting his truck at the time. You know, so it was caused by a lot of unrest in the black community with stop and search practices by the police, and the programme called Roots did stir a lot of racial tension in the area as well. So there's me, my mum and my dad and my sister all sat on deck chairs while all the events are happening in Moss Side Riots. Funny side of it there. So that's Moss Side Riots painting. So, my last painting in the collection, just get that for you now. Balance that there, you can see it. So, the last painting is called Moss Side Carnival. Now, the Moss Side has a carnival every year, as you know, and I remember in the 1980s it being colourful, and there was always a great party atmosphere mixed with drug dealers selling their wares. Now, I also remember a pimp that used to ride up and down Great Western Street in his open-top pink Cadillac with leopard skin seats and perched on the back with his free prostitutes advertising the services. It was such a funny sight. It looked like Huggy Bear at Starsky Hutch. There was lots of derelict houses in Moss Side, and we used to see the prostitutes kicking on boarding up houses and doors and taking the clients in. We saw a lot of that. There was also a lot of pornographic material lying around the alleyways, and we couldn't help but have a look, as you do when you're young kids. So that was the Moss Side collection on there. So that's my Moss Side collection, and I call it my Moss Side Nostalgia collection. Now, I hope you enjoyed looking at the paintings and my story of Moss Side in the 1970s and 80s. Now, you can view all my artworks and my videos on my website, which is andrewalanmatthews.co.uk. Now, there are lots of good positive artworks for sale on my website, and lots of Manchester, Salford, London cityscapes and everywhere else around the world. Also textile collections, loads of artworks I've done over the years. They're all for sale, and especially the cityscapes that look fantastic on the wall, and it look great on your home wall as well. Also, my Positive t-shirt collections are also on sale as well. This is one of them, the Positive Cycle t-shirt. They're all on the website. If you want to buy them, just go on the PayPal button, click the PayPal button, the sizes you want, and we'll be right. So anyway, thanks for watching my video. Be positive, guys, and have a good day. Okay, bye bye.